It would be a lot better if we had a dinghy with a center console. That was the outcome of that little exercise.
Now doing one of the constants of boating, and that is doing laundry and taking the dog to go potty. So we're up to the laundromat this morning before we leave here at Port McNeill. A lot of marinas have only like 1 or 2 washing machines and 1 or 2 dryers, and one might be out of order. One might work better than the other, which we had at one place. And then you get up there and it's being used. So here it's a regular laundromat. So there's lots of machines, and that's really nice. And the price is good too. But yeah, doing laundry is a big step in the cruising part, unless you have your own equipment, which is very nice. Though the ones that do have it can't do a whole lot at one time, but hey, it's already on the boat, so that part's nice. We're leaving Port McNeill. That was a good stay.
A lot of stuff done.
Yeah, a lot of provisioning done. That
Laundry.
was the laundry and groceries.
So
and
I have shorts that fit again.
Yeah. So there's a lot
excited.
of stuff right in walking distance, and that's key, of course, when you're on a boat with not even scooters or anything, just our feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a nice place. The food was good last night, and
The marina was nice.
Yeah, nice marina. Yeah, with the
fuel right to the boat.
Yeah, the in-berth fueling is really good, and the price was good. So yeah, well, how can you say no? Yeah, and garbage. Get rid of garbage, which is important when you're in some of these places. So.
But it feels like work when we do these.
Yeah, it was a lot of running around for the short period of time. So great day today. Overcast again. Cool. And that's okay, because we've had a lot of hot days in the last month and a half. So.
And I'm excited. You didn't see it on the video, but we got a present for ourselves while we were in town. We got a new set of binoculars that actually focus with both eyes.
Yeah. The other ones were good for a short period of time.
We think a charter.
Yeah, they probably exactly was. We got them. Actually, our friends Jack and Karen got them for us a few years ago, and they probably got dropped along the way. So those will be our backup pair now, and this will be the pair up on the bridge. Again, right outside Port McNeill and all the way to Alert Bay, we were greeted by sea otters. So we slowed down and watched them lounging in the strait as we passed by. They seemed to be just as curious of us as we were of them. Sea otters can eat up to 25% of their body weight each day, but it seemed like they were taking a break. Well, maybe except for this guy. So we're getting a transient moorage for the night at Alert Bay. And they just gave us our slip assignment. Just gotta go in there and we're gonna check it out. So it looks really neat. A lot of places here along the waterfront on stilts. supposed to be a cool First Nations display. Supposed to be a large totem pole. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll let you know. There is regular ferry service from Port McNeill to Alert Bay, so many cruisers leave their boats and ferry over just for the day. Right near the harbor is the Culture Shock store, which sells native clothing, jewelry, books, and other gift items, as well as what they claim to be the best coffee in Alert Bay. The small town is full of native decorations on both the public areas, but also on the private homes. We passed by the old net loft, which for decades was the most important building in town after the cannery. In this building, fishermen fixed and dried their large seine and gill nets. And despite looking a little worse for the wear, it's still used today. Along the shore walk are 5 Awakwas. Each has a carving of one of the ancestors from each clan. On our way to the Umista Cultural Center, we passed a totem pole in the process of restoration. In 1921, the Government of Canada, in an effort to stop the potlatch custom of dance, song, and wealth distribution under Section 116 of the Indian Act, confiscated many items including wooden masks, copper shields, and other cultural items. During the 1970s and 80s, the Native people regained their possessions after long negotiations. The returned artifacts are housed in the museum at the Umista Cultural Center. There is also a gift area where you can buy the native art and jewelry. Right outside the Cultural Center, we were privileged to get to see the locals carving a new totem pole. There's no doubt it takes a lot of talent and patience. There are no power tools used here. We are going to walk to the cemetery. That's supposed to have the totem poles and such, so we're going to check that out. And once we're back, then we're going to take off for the islands again.
Yeah. Neat town.
Very neat town. As we walked along the shore walk, there were wooden plaques with the names of the many fishing boats that called Alert Bay home port, with the years of service carved in. Some had end dates, and some are still working these waters. In the tiny city center, there is a hotel with a restaurant, a ShopRite general store, as well as a drugstore. And don't forget to stop by the visitor center. They are very friendly and have a lot of information for your visit, along with some art from local artists on the wall. And just south of the town center is Gordy's Restaurant. We haven't been there ourselves, but it gets great reviews. The Nomgees Burial Ground is a mix of native and contemporary grave markers living in harmony. The totem poles typically have traditional figures carved into them, such as whales, eagles, bears, ravens, and more, with each holding special meaning. Some totem poles are faded and some have fallen over. This is not from neglect, but purposely allowed to return to nature as the person they are honoring has. Some believe that the person's spirit has left once the totem pole falls. Somebody fell in again.
Oh, God. And I think she scratched herself.
Oh yeah, she did.
Check her leg.
Yep.
You're not a smart dog. You need
Which
to
means she gets a full bath with soap and everything.
So that's it for Alert Bay.
Yeah, Alert Bay was really cool. A lot of the native culture stuff we got to see, and it's a neat little town. The marina's really nice. I mean, it's a working
marina, but the wharfinger is really helpful, and
the price is good.
Yeah, the price is great. But yeah, it's worth giving it a try. Not a lot of space in here, but yeah, and the town is just seeped in history.
Mm-hmm.
I would if you come here, go to the visitor center first.
Yeah.
The woman in there was very informative, and they have a lot of really well-made pamphlets that explain the history of the town, so that you really, it's sort of like you're walking through a museum without having to go into a museum.
And there's also some trails too. It's a small island, so it's 3 mile by half a mile, something like that. And there's some parks in there that we didn't get to, but we'll be back someday.
Yeah.
So we'll know. It's this is more exploratory.
But the people were incredibly friendly, and yeah, it was really...
grocery store too, pharmacy.
We didn't go inside them, but we just provisioned it.
We didn't need to. But
it's nice to know that it's here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So now off to Waddington Bay?
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's the plan. So over to the islands, and away we go. Having a really nice crossing of the strait today. Just flat calm, just beautiful. We're fighting against the current a little bit, so we're down about 6.5 knots. Just doing 1,220 RPM, so taking our time. We're in no rush. We're gonna try for Waddington Bay, unless it's super crowded or something like that. I think that's the plan for today. No wildlife yet, no whales or anything. No ships, not much actually. No wind, a little bit of sun. I got the bimini back up just because we were in the sun, but actually the air feels a little cold because of course the water here is in the 50s, coming right off the Pacific. So otherwise, real nice run. So far, so good. Waddington Bay is a very protected anchorage with good depths and excellent holding. We anchored in a nice little nook in the bay. Amy pointed to the gravel beach and said if we're going to see a bear, it's going to be right there. And she was right. He was coming down for a low-tide lunch, turning over the rocks and dining on the goodies underneath. And we thought they only ate honey and sold picnic baskets.
Oh, well, that was easy. And how do I steer it? I don't know how to steer. Oh, okay.
I think Bailey's a little concerned.
You know what I decided? It would be a lot better if we had a dinghy with a center console. That was the outcome of that little exercise. Yeah. For you. I want it for you.
Yes. So be sure to go below and send our GoFundMe for a new dinghy. So tonight for dinner, we're having ribs on the barbecue with some Japanese barbecue sauce. And just a beautiful night in Waddington Bay. Really nice spot. Very protected. Nice and quiet. A few other boats around, but plenty of room. Join us in our next episode when we leave Waddington Bay and go to Echo Bay on Guilford Island. And we walk out to Billy Proctor's cabin to check out his eclectic collection of items gathered over 6 decades. Then we go spend a beautiful rainy day in Laura Cove on Broughton Island, where Mother Nature gives Pane Vino a nice wash. And we really want to thank you for coming along for the ride, and please subscribe to see more.